Oh, man. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So, yes, I am live because I just got banned. Well, not banned, but I just got suspended on TikTok for this video. So, I'm on YouTube, not YouTube, but Instagram. Y'all probably can't even see me. Hold on, my bad. But yeah, right now we are making an Instagram live because of the fact that I got suspended just for talking about these 7 ways over here. So this teaching is going to be, damn, that was like an hour or something video. Well, it's 47 minutes, so they cut it off. But no excuses though. We still got more work to do, and I'm grateful for it. So let's have no complaints, because I want to get this video on YouTube. And on top of that too, to the person that asked me to make this video for them, this video is definitely for you as well, to other people who also want to join and get tuned in. But it doesn't really matter who's actually viewing, because it's like, it can be 1 million, it can be 1, it can be 2, it doesn't matter. Either way it goes, somebody will understand, and that's all that matters. Because we want to help each other grow and glow together so we can have a better system for our mindset. So I appreciate you if you are tuned in, if you are watching. Thank you. All right, let's get into it, because that shit has tired me out from the last live. All right. Can't believe that, bro. That's crazy. Ain't no point in getting mad, though. All right. So, understand. Just gotta start over again, right? It's cool, though. 7 ways to escape their mental imprisonment. You gotta understand that, for one, this terminology, so to escape their mindset, you gotta understand that these deities come from a higher realm of realms. What do I mean? So it's like we live in a sandwich. We live in an enclosed system of a toy box, or you can say an archonic grid. Archonic grid meaning that, for one, the archons, or these higher governing controllers of the mind, are higher leeches or hydras that put us in a prison of our own imprisonment, of our tesseract, or the box that we are mentally walking around in, living life in, etc. For one, we are spiritually observing ourselves and their imprisonment, because, for one, they are the ones that are in prison. The only difference is mentally we have joined them, because, for one, we fear what we don't understand or what we can't comprehend about their comprehension, because it's too incomprehensible to their comprehension of the incomprehensible, obviously. So for one, to comprehend, oh yeah, I'll cheat. No, fuck that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was talking about numerical values in gematria, basically. So this is only part 1, by the way, of how to escape the matrix. So we gotta understand too that this value right here, if you watch the matrix, or just any codex in general, when you see all these codes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through 9, because 9 is the highest number. 1 and 10 is just literally 1 in front of 0. Knock out the 0, you still got 1. You got 1, 1, 1, 2, doesn't matter, right? So make sure I don't get banned for saying this shit too. Okay, cool. All right. I want to make sure y'all can see that. My bad. All right, for sure. No. Bingo. All right. So, gotta understand that the 1 through 9. So, by 9 being the highest number, we gotta understand as well too, there can be 9 categories of 1 through 9. So you can have 1 through 9 going this way, this way, this way, going that way, going that way. It can be like this. Doesn't even matter. It can be in a circle. Doesn't matter. So when you see that, when you see these numbers over here, that's basically an indication of what you're enslaved into. So life path numbers, for example, we got 1 through 9. But by them having a collective consciousness to observe and monitor, they're able to enslave life paths in the 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 9 dimensions of our mindset, mentally. Number one, the way to escape their simulation. You have to awaken. You have to awaken the unawareness of your awareness. You have to think about their simulation and being a mental baited trap and not a physical one. What does that mean? For one, thinking that requires thought. It requires time with yourself. You cannot think when you're in a crowd. You can't think at a party. You can't think when you're just talking to people, your friends. You can't think on the game. You just can't think when you have too much outside noise. When you're in your room, that room is requiring you to be with yourself, with your thoughts, because your thoughts come from their higher realms of mental solitude that you have to be in to comprehend your own confinement mentally. That's exactly why we're able to think outside their matrix. Now you're able to understand why you are mentally baited into the trap that isn't physical but mental, because mentally you think that you're trapped physically, but realistically, if you just cut yourself off physically from the simulation or the map, then you'll see that death was never a thing in the first place. So you actually feared what you did not know about what you were unaware of. When you become aware of your unawareness, you are now tapped into the mental fortitude of what you are supposed to be free of. Free of, meaning that for one, in order to be free, you have to feel as if you are free from freedom. But even though you are free, you are still dumb. That's exactly why it's called free dumb. Even though you think you're free, you're dumb for even thinking that you're free. Because for one, you are always going to be in a box spiritually. What does that mean as well? Meaning that for one, let's say, this is like the Tesseract, for example. The black cube with Saturn, the unfolded cube will become the cross or whatever the case may be. Now, this box is like the Almighty's literally watching. So the Almighty's meditating right now, literally. As it's meditating, it's basically opening up your mind every single day. And it's observing what you're doing consistently. Because of that, this Tesseract has all the energy stored inside of it from what you're observing about yourself that you're not aware of. But when you become aware of what you're not aware of, now you're able to escape the mental fortitude of what you're literally enslaved in, and liberally enslaved in as well. Because now, number two, control your thoughts planted into your mind. Your brain is the creator of this prison. Change those thoughts to change your inner world. Exactly. As Almighty God's holding the Tesseract, this cube right here and the light. So squaring the circle. That circle is your soul. That square is your spirit outside of its own spiritual imagination that's inside of a box, like a SpongeBob. Imagination. So when Squidward was hating on SpongeBob and Patrick for their imagination, Satan wanted to be included. Why is that? You felt left out? As he got in there, he got mad because it's like, where the fuck is Robot Pirate Island? There are no people in here, so how is this noise happening? Let me make sure I don't get banned again. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's like, Squidward was like, how is this noise happening? Because he couldn't understand what he wasn't understanding about himself because he couldn't control his thoughts. SpongeBob and Patrick were in that box of their own mind and their solar energy because they lured their souls outside their house into another house in a confined space that they were mentally thinking in to control what they wanted to be. So they wanted to be pirates on a Robot Pirate Island. That's exactly why your brain creates this prison. Always remember that. It has to create the prison because why is that? Because if it didn't, you wouldn't know why you're in this prison in the first place. And on top of that too, you're not really in prison, so you know what prison actually looks like and feels like, because you're actually free, but you're still not free from freedom. Once again, once you understand that, you're gonna change these thoughts to change your inner world, because your inner world is your thoughts. Internally, those thoughts that you have about yourself don't come from you. It comes from their simulation. It comes from angelic frequencies or principalities. We're at war with angelic frequencies and demonic programs who are still angels. Understand that. So once you know that, those thoughts that were planted into your mind, damn, I'm tired from the last live. Holy shit. Ooh, let me get some water real quick. Once you understand that, you have to be able to plant your mind with positive thoughts. Because for one, like I just stated, I was saying I was tired. How does energy get tired? It's a fable. It's an illusion. It doesn't exist. So therefore, I got to plant my mind with motivation. Keep going. Outwork your past self. Who am I doing this for? Exactly. Now that I know that, I change my inner world. My ego wants to be tired, go lay down, go chill, go edit, go post. Boom, we done. We're not done, ego. We got more work to do. We're not done till my spirit says we're done. And when I say we're done, it may be at 4 o'clock in the a.m., maybe 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. It don't even matter because time don't even exist. So therefore, you have to always remember that once you are able to dominate this creator mentally, now this demonic programming of the ego will submit to your dominance spiritually. That's the best way to control the satanic illusion of your perception mentally, subconsciously, is by creating a utopia from your spirit's dystopian. Detach from fear. We gotta understand that for one. What the fuck? We gotta understand that for one. Fear is their biggest nuclear weapon. Oh, I was like, what the hell? Once you rewire this with love and understanding, that's when you'll be able to understand that for one. If you can rewire what you hate about yourself with love, then you'll be able to understand why you love to hate what you don't, and understand why you hate what you love. Because what you hate to love is what you love to hate. That can be yourself, people, school, society, your parents, your guardians, religion. It can be Satan, it can be whatever the fuck in the world. It doesn't matter. Once you understand that, this is exactly why you are still reincarnating into the same exact cycle of what you don't understand about yourself. I got PTSD from getting banned. Okay, good. So now, once we understand that, nuclear weapon. Because they had to bomb your mindset by what you don't understand, what you can't comprehend with fear. Because fear, once you detach from that, you can't fear what you don't fear, because what is fear to itself? It's an illusion of itself, obviously. Because for one, if you ask fear, how do you fear yourself? Fear wouldn't even ask you, actually fear wouldn't even answer that question in the astrals or the ether. But if you ask it subconsciously, fear would tell you that for one, I fear what I don't understand about myself. So I'm just fearing illusions of myself, basically. So I don't know why I fear these things. So when you ask yourself, why do you fear heights? Probably because in your past life, you probably fell from a tall height to the point to where you died or you transcended so fast, you reincarnated right back, and then therefore your fear of heights transmitted over into your life right now. So it's nothing but energy moving around subconsciously in your subconscious mindset through your DNA or your junk DNA that you haven't activated just yet. That's exactly why we understand that. You have to be aware of the bait that you fell for, because for one, in this astral run right here from your spirit, as you sign that contract spiritually, you gotta understand as well that this enlightenment that you came from was the reason why you came down here from where you came from, because you had to sign yourself up to be baited into a Luciferian realm of enlightenment. So you trapped yourself spiritually to be a physical being of your mentality, because mentally you're not actually here, but physically you feel as if you're here because reality feels so real. But it's not actually real, because physically you were never here in the first place. That's exactly why you die and you go back home, because you graduated from this hell-like illusion to find a heaven-like illusion that's still going to be in the hell-like perception of your mindset. Once you understand that, you have to rewire this fearful program by detachment of what you love and understand about the fearful programs that you program into your mindset. Because for one, you have to be able to control the thoughts planted into your mindsets. The next one, my favorite quote of all time that I came up with, I'm going to get it merged as well. Contradict everything, question everything. When you can contradict everything and question everything, then you understand what you are seeing has no truth. So once you question the meaning of life past the surface, you'll be able to understand why the service level is so surface through a rabbit hole. So people cannot comprehend the service level of a rabbit hole, Alice in Wonderland. Meaning that for one, you're so not you, but people are so unconscious into the fact that life has more meaning than what meets the eye, that they can't put their eyes to that terminology because it's too deep for them. So they rather stick to what they know, to the basics or the fundamentals. But to be an elite thinker, to be an elite ball player, to be an elite musician or artist, whatever the case may be, you have to always go deeper than what you're perceiving yourself to be practicing into. Because obviously, you gotta understand as well that when you can contradict your words, then you can question why you said it in the first place. Because for one, those words never belonged to you in the first place. They came from a higher realm that you borrowed your perception from. Because remember, your thoughts are on borrowed time. So it's like you can have an idea for tomorrow, but then tomorrow comes, that idea you had yesterday never existed. You can't remember what that thought was. You may have a thought as you go into, like, you may be in a room, you have a thought. Once you leave that room, you forgot that thought that you had. It was never yours to begin with anyways. So that's why you have to create and question what thoughts you want to have to start your day. So as you get up out of bed, what would that first thought be? Will it be negative? Will it be positive? Will you complain, or will you get up and say, I'm grateful for today? What can I accomplish? What will I do? What will I achieve? What are my goals going to be for today? How can I start today off with a great mindset and end off with a great mindset? Throughout the day, it may be negative, but guess what? Negativity only comes from what you think you're feeling on a negative perspective or a spectrum of perspectives. Therefore, what you're seeing, there is no truth. So once you understand that, the truth is made in a world full of lies. So we like to quote a bunch of lies because it sounds truthful to the ears. That's exactly why we shouldn't be talking in the first place. So when Lucifer understood that, Lucifer had to tickle our ears with spell castings or words, because for one, we were always using telekinesis to understand spell casting or magic or sorcery or black magic and dark magic or light magic combined together. Now when you question the meaning of the light past the surface, now you understand why these thoughts go beyond the surface level of your own rabbit hole, because for one, you can question why you think the way you think, because it never came from your thoughts anyways. So you go into a plane and you're going above the clouds. Spiritually, if you're out of your body, you're able to understand that above those clouds is where your mind is, and not just your mind, everybody else's mind as well, collectively. Now we understand that spiritually, you're able to observe those thoughts physically. Physically, you can't comprehend them because for one, you're not high enough, you're sober on a plane. But now if you left your body, or if you were on psychedelics, if you were out of your body doing acid, LSD, whatever the case may be, if you're high while being sober, out of your body, remote viewing, NDE, OBE, those thoughts that you can see different ideas being placed in the ether. So now when you're in the ether of your mindset, you are not able to get that thought, bring it right back in a download, even by sun gazing too, as a download. And then you gotta be healthy mind as well with mental clarity. Once you do that, boom, you can regurgitate it out from your mouth and then bring it out to the masses to comprehend, because you're able to do what? Contradict the questioning of what you think is truthful. Because for one, if you can't question your truth, you're lying to yourself. But what is a lie to your truth? When the truth has no lies. But now I'm lying to you through my truth. Number 5, gain time for your higher self. Understand that too. To gain time, you have to be able to give time towards yourself. Ooh. My fault. Making sure I ain't getting banned and shit. You know, I got PTSD. Underrated young man. I appreciate you for that, Samuel. My fault, y'all. I just got PTSD from getting banned, bro. Like, I think it's suspended so much, man. It's just crazy, bro. It's just amazing. I can't believe that. It's all right, though. No complaints. Fuck it, we ball, right? But thank y'all for supporting and watching, because you don't have to. I appreciate you. I'm neither right nor wrong, by the way. Now, when you gain time, gaining time means that for one, today's Sunday, or you believe it to be so. To me, every day is a Saturday. So what is days of the week when you are dazed by your weekend? Understand that. They had to come up with days of the week so that you can work for them. And who are them when they are you? That's exactly why. If you don't understand where you come from spiritually, you will never understand where you came from spiritually and why spiritual beings are enslaving you right now in your own spiritual enslavement. So realistically, you are enslaving yourself spiritually. But now physically, whole different ball game, different video for a different day. Now understand, gaining time, you have to be able to get time for yourself and leave distractions alone. What do I mean? When you leave distractions alone, for one, if you don't see yourself getting married in like a 5-year period right now, right? Why are you focused on men and women? Now, of course, have a balance, right? You can always have fun all you want. But my thing is too, if you're focused, if you got goals, aspirations, a purpose, wasting your energy on people that you don't see a future with is a waste of time. And you're killing yourself slowly but surely. Because of that, you're going out of your body. You're actually going out of your way to talk to this girl, this man, because a lot of times you're moving out of lust. But spiritually, you can have a friend. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're abstinent, if you're practicing being or abstaining your energy, having ejaculation control or semen retention, when you save your energy, now you're not moving. Actually, you don't see her or him as an object anymore. You see them as a being or a person or a god. So therefore, it's like you treat them with respect. So it's like, hey, how you doing? Now, of course, she may look good. Her hair might look nice. She got nice nails. Her body look good. Cool. But you're not focused on that because why? You're on semen retention. So therefore, none of that shit matters till it matters. Now, if you want to get married with her, by all means, shoot the club up. But if you don't want to see her as far as marriage or having a family with her, don't think like that. Leave that alone. Getting on social media all day, every day. You're scrolling. You see a bunch of people on social media giving you illusions. They don't exist. So it's like your screen time. If your screen time is over an hour, what are you doing? I'm about to burp. Excuse me. If your screen time is over an hour, what are you doing? Because it's like you're wasting your time that you can't get back. So it's like you have goals for yourself, right? You set the intention for the day, what you want to be. So for example, okay, I got a company to run, but I'm on social media all day just scrolling for no reason. Your company is going to fail because your attention is on distractions that you can't leave alone. So now you have to focus on healthy things that matter, like you. Because you're retaining your energy, you're now focusing on health. Because your health is your wealth. The woman and men will always be there. Sex will always be there. The party will always be there. The club will always be there. Going out of the country will always be there. You're not missing out on shit, but your future self, currently right now. So how much time will you give to yourself to be a better you? Doesn't matter who's watching you. How do you feel when you do this shit? If you're a content creator or an influencer, how do you feel when you make videos? I don't care if you get 1 view or 1 like every single day. How do you feel when you post that video? Are you doing it for validation or are you doing it for you? Because remember, if you want kids, how do you want your kids to perceive what you used to be? Because they'll become your age one day. So it's like when they see your videos, they'll be like, damn, my mom or my dad was actually pretty intelligent. I never understood that. They'll actually watch your videos behind closed doors and they won't tell you that, but they'll have their headphones in like, whoa, this is amazing. How did they know that? Whole entire time they'll be inspired by your healthy mindset because what mattered was your love for them. All that matters is what you control right now, and that's loving yourself in the now. Of course, you always have somebody that you want to be with, but honestly, you have to always gain time for your higher self because all you have is this right now anyways. Because subconsciously, you want to be distracted by going out and going to the restaurants, going on dates, going on dating apps, going to strip clubs, watching the websites. You're just hurting, you're killing yourself. You want to eat fast food and it's still killing you too. Hanging out with your friends, smoking drugs, robbing people, you're killing yourself. Why are you doing that? You're distracted because you're lonely, but you're never alone. Especially when you're healthy minded, because why? You're focused. You're so focused, you don't care if you have friends or not, because my nigga, if people are there for you, they're your family, because for one, friends are temporary. Friend literally has end at the end of it. End meaning that for one, friends will end temporarily, but family is forever, literally and figuratively. So now when you understand that, you're so focused that your family understands, well, you know what? He's determined, he's focused. I don't want to bother him, but I'm gonna call him, check on him, see how he's doing, all the support, but he's so consistent, she's so consistent, like I don't want to bother right now because like, damn, every single day you're posting your shit, you're posting your art, your music, your content, you're just posting, you're just doing things you're going to work every single day, no complaints. You're tired, but you still keep going. That's exactly why we got to understand that for one. You have to always find alignment with the spirit. So, prime example for me as well. Okay, making sure I don't get banned. So prime example, find alignment with my spirit. So, just like recently, when they took off my TikTok live as well, got right back on Instagram. Because why? I'm in alignment with my spirit, because my spirit, my soul know where my ego is going. So your spirit and your soul know how your ego will go out. I can't get mad about that. Even if I want to, what's the point? Feelings will always pass, but right now, control my emotions. You're right back to teaching, because somebody's soul needs to understand where we're coming from together so that we can understand how to be collectively enlightened together from our own perception. Because of that, you have to tune into it, tune into your spirit and your soul by grounding, meditation, and reflecting. Once you do that, you'll be able to understand that for one. Your spirit, actually, your soul is your energy that was lured into this system. I'm going to say it again. Your soul is the energy that was lured into this system of satanic illusions. Because of that, you have to be able to understand to never monetize your soul for some money or currency. In the documentary They Live, a scene was telling you with the main protagonist or whatever the case may be. He had the illusion of money. Glasses on, third eye was open basically. Glasses off, dollar bill, pyramid on the back side. This is your God, whatever the case may be. Glasses on, this illusion is literally your God. All they had, white piece of paper with those black letters on top of it. Letting you know that we do so much And we'll have a bunch of people who will toot their ass up to be famous and rich in this world of demonic programs. That's very sad. On top of that, to become rich in life, you have to be able to literally give away your morality. That means that you throw away your morals for a dollar bill. And that shit is sad to me. So once you do that, your spirit is done. On top of that, your ego is bought. That's exactly why these two things are the most important thing of our whole dimension. If you lose this, you lose that. If you lose that, you technically can't lose this, but you can lose access to that. To the point to where they'll control it for you. That means that they tell you when you do this, and they tell you when you do that. They tell you when you go here, they tell you when you go there, because if you don't, you'll get fired and then 9-to-5 job for you. And people don't want that. Some people don't want to work for the rest of their life for somebody else. So therefore, they'd rather get handled by Jesuits or the original Men in Black. That's exactly why. Who you are, once you are grounding, meditating, and reflecting on yourself, that's who you always been. Because for one, that identity or personality that comes from this energy right here came from your embodiment that you embodied spiritually in your higher self. Because for one, you're so focused on a healthy mindset, you're not distracted by what you think matters. By what you think matters. Because nothing matters but your mindset. So because of that, once you're able to find alignment with your spirit, you're now fasting, practicing semen retention. Now, of course, if you got a wife or a husband, you don't got to do it for a year, 2 years, because it's like you found your partner. So by all means, go crazy. Now, I would say still practice it for like 2 weeks, maybe a month. It just depends. That's y'all shit. So y'all do what y'all want. Fasting, even fasting from like music, fast food, TV, video games, drugs, weed, alcohol, clubs, people, all of that. Read a book. Go outside. Go for a walk. Go jog. Go to the gym. Go work out. Go play basketball. Go play tennis. Go play soccer, baseball, boxing. Go lift weights. Do some squats. Go for a jog on a treadmill. Just be outside in nature. Go sun gaze. Go hit the sauna. Go swim. Go to the beach. Go travel with your family. Have a healthy outing. Go camping. Those things right there are in alignment with your spirit, because for one, you're not in the world. You're in the world, but you're not in the world spiritually, because spiritually, you're doing things to please your higher self, because your higher self wants to be at peace at all times till money gets involved. Because when money gets involved, you can't ground yourself no more, because for one, you are grounded by their punishment, because you are enslaved to their simulation that's physically baiting you to mentally trap your unawareness that you aren't aware of. So if you can't be aware of your awareness, you can't escape from your mindset, because those thoughts that come from them have been placed into your mind to the point to where the creator of your imprisonment, which is your creation of your own creation, that's the creator of your own creator, because you are the creator of your own creator. So you imprison yourself, and then once you change those thoughts, you can change it in the world of your own thoughts. But the thing is though, life is a rabbit hole. So because of that, you will fear what you'll become, because what you're becoming is uncomfortable. That's exactly why change is hard for our people to want to practice, because for one, to be a better person, you had to change your old habits. But why would you do that? It feels comfortable. That's exactly why comfortability is the biggest drug of all time, because when you get comfortable doing stupid shit all day, you'll do it every single day. Because why? That's how strong the ego is. And then on top of that, what makes it even bad, this term healthy is so, it's like, what's the term I'm using for that? It's just so synonymous that for one, it's a universal term, by the way. So you can do wrongdoings that still may be healthy to what you're focusing on, because you feel as if that you're alone in your distractions. Because of course, you find your wrongdoings healthy-minded by other unhealthy minds. But of course, you don't have any accountability for yourself, because of course, the people that you're around are comfortable doing unhealthy habits that are distracting you from leaving yourself alone out of your higher self. And lastly, live in a creative purpose. Live creative purpose. Be free by creating and doing things that make you feel alive with your inner child again. Always remember that. So for one, be free. That means from anything. Because for one, my nose itchy as fuck. Understand, you should not care about anything in life but how you feel mentally. When you wake up, how do you feel? When you go to bed, how do you feel? When you use the bathroom, how do you feel? When you shower, how do you feel? When you eat, how do you feel? What are you thinking about? What are you going through? When you're creating, how do you feel? When you're tired, how are you feeling? Be free from your feelings, because you're not actually feeling them per se, but you're feeling how you think you're feeling per se. Once you do that, you are creating and doing things that make you feel alive with your inner child again. All that matters realistically, get my tongue. All that matters is this. Your inner child. Think about how you were when you were 5, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's who you were. You were weird, being free. You weren't enslaved per se. So you started getting indoctrinated by programs, identifications, words, friends, music, your guardians, social media, celebrities, school, just all of that dumb shit. Once you understand that, to be free, you had to create your own freedom by being dumb in your wisdom. To be free, you have to create freedom in your wisdom. You have to be so wise that you can play dumb through your wisdom. Because you're so free by ignoring closed-minded opinions about your life. A nigga cannot tell you how to live your life as you're free in your own. Where's it at? Your mental prison. Somebody can't tell you how to live your life when they can't live life for themselves. So why bother listening to their closed perception? And you know it's a closed perception. Why do you care? Be free. Literally. It's only part 1, by the way. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this is basically, I covered most of the stuff already. Most of the deep shit is already out in the ether already. I don't want to bring that back because it's like, I already know I'm finna get suspended again for that. So part 2 will be on YouTube. I'm not finna go live again because I'm tired. Like, that shit's so soft. It's just soft. But I'm gonna go, part 2 is gonna have gematria in it. And I'm gonna go deeper with that for sure. Because YouTube, it's like, it don't matter. So, yeah, honestly, so these are the 7 ways to escape their matrix. On top of that, you can never escape infinity. So for one, basically, no matter what I taught you, you will always be enslaved into forever. That's how deep the rabbit hole gets. That's how unconscious you are to your awareness, to their simulated awareness of your unawareness. So have a great day, God and Goddess. Thank you for watching this teaching.